everybody, welcome back. If you're new here, hi, I'm Mercury. So today, gonna do a home vlog. All this Halloween shopping and spooky season being upon us has got me craving my favorite squash, pumpkin. Yes, even though we are still just in August, it's just the beginning of spooky harvest. I am feeling the pumpkin. I am that spooky person. I want everything pumpkin when it comes to autumn. And why not start it now? If I enjoy it, I can have it in August. It is not time sensitive or time restricted. So today, I figured I would do a recipe review. It's been a little while since I did one of these. So I found a pumpkin muffin recipe on a website called Joy Filled Eats. And I'm gonna try it out and I'll let you know what I think of it. So, to the kitchen. Here is my ingredient lineup. So we're gonna need some eggs, obviously some pumpkin. This is my almond milk. I do make this myself and I will throw a link up at the end of the video. Coconut oil, because it is August and very warm, it's already melted. During the winter this is more solid, but it has a low melting point. Almond flour in my skull, because it's spooky season. Then we have some cinnamon. Yep, cinnamon. This one is ginger. Then we have some sweetener. In this case, I am using honey. The recipe called for a different kind of sweetener and gave other alternatives. So it sounds like the sweetener can be very flexible. This is my coconut flour. It needed baking powder, but I always use baking soda and apple cider vinegar instead of baking soda. Instead of baking powder. So that's the equivalent. So this is one of those super easy recipes where it's just literally combine the ingredients and bake it. And I have these silicone little muffin cups. So I love using these. This is like my little trick, secret, favorite tool for when I bake cupcakes or muffins, because they just like naturally, like they're bendy, so you can peel them out of their holder very, very easily. You don't have to worry about like with paper ones where they stick and they get like all embedded in the muffin. You don't have to worry about that. That's not going to happen with the silicone ones. They're also dishwasher safe, so they're super easy to clean. I just like invert them and stick them in the silverware thingy, and they're super easy. I love these things. These are great. So I'm going to be using these to put the muffins in. Here we go. Pumpkins up first. I have my spooky bat spatula. I'll be bat. Yes. Okay, bat, let's get some pumpkin. Although I didn't use all of the pumpkin, there's still a bunch of pumpkin left in there. I will use that for something else. And I have these nifty lids, and that's gonna go right in the fridge. Next up, my friendly skull, the almond flour. Next up, the coconut oil, conveniently pre-melted for me. Thank you, summertime. Next up, my homemade almond milk. Oh, that was perfect. Next, this is the coconut flour. Next up, sweetener, in this case, honey. And we need the eggies. Oh, perfect. The exact right amount of eggies. Okay, next up I got my cinnamon. this little cap off there. Then we have our ginger. Not to be confused with the Marianne. Here on Gilligan's Island. And our baking soda, which is our substitute for baking powder. And then similar, the apple cider vinegar goes with the baking soda to make up for the baking powder. And it's a 1-to-2 ratio is what I do. So the amount of apple cider vinegar is going to be the same amount that the recipe is calling for in baking soda. So this equals the baking powder in the recipe, and then half of the amount is with the baking soda. So 1 teaspoon, half a teaspoon is the same as 1 teaspoon baking powder. I am so sorry, everybody. I'm having problems with my main camera. I had to change the battery, and the battery just got stuck in and it's not connecting. I don't know what's going on. I have to look into it. So we're on the GoPro. So if the video looks a little different right now, I had to switch cameras. So I'm really sorry. But yeah, so we just did the baking soda. So now all the ingredients are in the bowl. Now we just have to go mixy mix. So everything's in here. So we just mixy mix. The recipe literally just said mix everything together. It didn't say wet first, dry first, separate them, combine them. Did not indicate any of that. It just said mix all the ingredients together. So that's what I did. Okay, we have a batter. Time to get them in their little silicone holders. Let's do it. So I have all of my liners in the muffin tin. We got the batter. Let's do this. So the recipe said I'd get 8 muffins, but I got a little bit more than that. I got 6, 8, I got 10. So I don't know if my muffins are a little bit smaller than they were calling for, but I did get 2 extra out of this. So let's see. Into the oven I'm gonna put them. Even my oven is ready. My oven's got pumpkins hanging from it. Okay, in you go. So I'm gonna clean up a little bit while those are baking, and I'll be back when they're good to taste. Oh, I'm so excited. It's pumpkin season. Yes! Okay, I'll be right back. Oh yes, they are out of the oven and they look delicious. So, time to give them a try. Okay, so remember how I said that these molds, these silicone muffin holders are super easy? Watch this. No oil, nothing. They just pop right out. It's awesome. Okay, so let's cut this open. It's still very warm. Very, very warm. Okay, here's our cross section. Look at that. Ooh, all that steam. Okay, let me let that cool a moment and we'll give it a taste. Let's give it a taste. I'm super excited. It's pumpkin season. It smells delicious in here. It is exciting. Okay, I'm not waiting any longer. I have my little muffin bite. It's a good muffin. That is a good muffin. It's still very, very warm. So I'm wondering if the flavor is going to enrich a little as it gets cooler, because there is this sort of like element of like steam in my mouth, but definitely pumpkin-y. I happen to like a lot of like spices like clove and allspice, and I think next time I make these, I'm going to add some like nutmeg, allspice, cloves, a little more of those fall type seasonings. I'm going to add a little bit more oomph into it. I think it could definitely use a little bit more enhancing for my flavor palette, but it's still a very delicious flavor. Yeah, definitely delicious, definitely enjoyable. I think just a little extra spices will just push it to the next level. So that's my take on it. I think it's a great recipe. It has a great consistency, a great flavor. But next time I make it, I think I'm gonna add a little bit more spices to it. But I did want to be like fair to the original recipe and try it as is. So I will put the link to the recipe in the description of this video. And with that, I am done for the night. I will see you all real soon. And until then, stay inspired by everyone. Take care.